Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and I haven't uploaded in a while. I think it's been about 4 months, something like that. Anyway, I've done a few shorts over time. So I've gotten these, which this is the Animal Park pack, the 5-pack. It comes with Edward, Rosie, Thomas, the hippo, and the truck. But yeah, so this was my second piece of 80th merch. Now, you're probably wondering why this Edward isn't customized. Now, I got 2 of these packs. I got one from Big W and one from Amazon. So, I customized the one that I got from Amazon, and this one I've just kept normal. But yeah, you can see the face and the decals and stuff. Same with Thomas and Rosie in the truck. But yeah, so they're all metal, and yeah, I think they're really cool. But this isn't really what we're focusing on today. What we're focusing on, I went to Big W today, and I got 2 things. I got this, and I got this. So I don't know if you can see. First I got the Tidmouth shed set. Let me see if I can get it. I got the Tidmouth shed set, and I got the Bell Station set. Now, I think we should start off with the Bell Station set, and then work our way onto the Tidmouth shed set. So, I've got to get this open. I really don't care about that. So just get it open. But yeah, so it said all the contents on the side. Nice looking thing there. Got Thomas in the front. In that, luckily he's got plastic. Luckily it's not open, so that people can take it. Yeah. So let's just get this open. It's got bits of number cover on the back. Oop. Yeah. Alright. Whoa. Okay. So that's all the pieces. I'll get Thomas out now. But yeah, so I found this at Big W for, I think it was $35, which it's not that bad, but I'm just trying to get Thomas out. But yeah, so I found both of these sets at Big W, and I thought I was going to find the die-cast, like the single die-cast engines and stuff. I didn't think I was going to find the sets though, but I'm really happy that I did find the sets, because, you know, it's better than... I actually wanted to get the track, because I've got, well, you see, I've got the engines, and I've also got the big Whistling Thomas, but yeah. Alright, so here's Thomas. Now this isn't die-cast. This is plastic. Now, I don't know why Mattel's done this, but in the, I don't know if it says push along on it or whatever, but yeah, so in these sets, they're not die-cast, they're plastic. Now, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is there's Phillips head screws on the bottom, so you can take this apart, you know, swap out the wheels, paint the running board, whatever. The bad news is it's not metal. So this is metal. I don't know if you can see the difference between the paint. I think this plastic looks lighter, and also the printing looks a bit more, I don't know what it looks like. But yeah, the printing looks a bit more defined, or a lot more bigger and bolder, and this one looks a bit more sharper and refined than, or in my opinion. But yeah, so that's that. I'll try and get this thing assembled. Yeah. Actually, you know, I'll just jump to the assembly, alright? Alright, so I put the stickers on there. So I assembled that. And now I've just got to put the rest of it together. So just that, I think. And then the roof goes on here. But yeah, so fun fact about this, the bell, if I can find this part, this part, I don't know which way it goes. I think it's this way. Something like that. The bell part isn't actually a bell. I thought it'd be a bell like the, what's it called, the 80th anniversary set, the barrel launch set. I thought it'd be a real bell, but no. the bell is in there. I've already put it together, so I can't show you. But if you guys get this set, it's right behind this thing there. But yeah, so it's cool. So Thomas can come up there. You press it down. The passengers come here, and yeah. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so I'll get this assembled now. The boom gate goes here. So we'll just slide that in, I think. It'll go in. There we go. There. So that goes like that. And then you've got the Topham stop sign. I like how it's fat controller there. And there's these tiny gates, which I actually quite like the look of these. I think they're supposed to go in that way. There. Yeah, I really like the look of these. They're small, so they actually fit in scale, and yeah, I really like it. Alright, so that part's done, I think. As I said, I already put on all the stickers. And I've just... okay. And then there's this piece, which I also like, because there's little bushes there and stuff, and you just put this down. Welcome to Sodor. Alright, so I'll assemble this set like now. Right, and here it is. So I'm using wooden railway Gordon to prop up. Okay. Here's I'll put it in 0.5 so you can see. Here it is. So here's the bell station set, and this Thomas will come with. So I'll just put him right there. I'm just gonna say this right off the bat. I really like this. I like how the easy, I think they call it the Easy Connect track. I like how it clicks together. It feels like a mix between the Trackmaster 1 track and the Trackmaster 2 track with the, you know, it doesn't clip in, but it like stays together pretty well. Like I feel like I can lift this whole setup and it won't like break, like disconnect or anything. So yeah, so I'll put this back. There. So Thomas, there's that. If you press down, the passengers go away. And if you press down, they come back, and you can hear the bell ding. Yeah, so you can get Thomas to go around. There's the switch. So the switches are pretty nice. They look like just the standard switches from before, like I would call it the Mark II of the Trackmaster 2 track, where it was like you could only use 3 curves to make a U shape instead of 4. But yeah, so it looks like that. I like that. Yeah, so we just goes over those. And if you flip the switch, you can go up from the ramp. So that's cool. Anyway, you come around here and he goes up there, and then you can go through the tunnel. And the tunnel's a nice piece. I've got the wooden railway Gordon for reference. Some people think that it's too small, but just a wooden railway Gordon for reference. Yeah, it doesn't seem too small. I think it just seems small on the photos. Or that we thought these were going to be bigger, which they're not. They're, compared to, I'll use Gordon as an example. They're full focus. They're actually like the same height as a wooden railway, so they're not small, but they're not too big. But yeah, so that part I could not get to sit down properly. So yeah, this is a really nice set, and it's got the re-rail feature, I think. So if I have Thomas go like that, yeah, re-rails are easy. Yeah, so this set is really nice. I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I really like it. Yeah, so you can have Thomas do not train things and go through there. We'll go into the parking lot. Yeah, that would be used for Birdie and I don't know which other road vehicles are going to be in the 2026 show. Yeah, so there's the Welcome to Sodor sign, which is really cool. And I'll get Edward here, just in case anyone wants to know. Yeah, Edward works And he works really well on this set as well. He does the bell thing as well. His tender does go up when you press that though. And over the points, yeah, he's fine over the points. Going up the hill, even better. It's perfectly fine going up and down the hills. But yeah, so Edward does well. And people were saying that the strength of the magnets aren't good, so I'll just get all of the engines that I have just to test that out. So if I get them to go around there. So they're all still connected. The hill they might disconnect. No, they all still stay connected. Yeah, I don't know what some people are talking about. Maybe it's just in America or something, because these are Australia. But I reckon they'd be the same. But yeah, they're all still really good. Yeah, so that's the bell station. Now time to get into this. Right, I've got a knife. Time to open this up.
Just there. Don't do this at home, kids, unless you have parental supervision. There we go. Alright, sweet. That is open, and now I just realised there's a seam thing. Always have to do things the hard way. Anyway, alright, let's get this open. The bottom. Alrighty.
There we go. Alright, now everything's just going to come pouring out of here. Whoa! Looks like I'm going to have to do another one of those jump transitions, so let's get to that. Alright, so this is sort of a tutorial on how to put together Tidmouth sheds, if you don't know, or the instructions are sort of finding it a bit hard. So what you want to do is you want to get the turntable piece, you want to get this big piece here, and you want to put this in there. So just find those clips there, and then just put that in there, and then press down. You might have to go to the middle first, and then to the sides, so then it really gets in there. There we go. You can look underneath it as well to see if the clips are fully in, so that's what I'm doing. There we go, one. Just looking for not fully clipped in clips. Yeah, so that should be fine. And if it has a bit of a rocking motion to it, you can always just, you know, press down. I'm not saying that it's a guarantee, but it might have a rocking motion to it, so I really don't know how to fix that, but what I'll do is I'll just... Alright, that's fine, that part's done. Then you get this piece, I think. Let me look at the instructions. I was doing this without instructions. Okay, so if you look on the back, you can see there's those 3 holes. What you want to do is you want to get your workmen, or work people, railway staff, whatever you want to call them, and then, yeah, just plop them in there. I think that's where it's supposed to go. Yeah, so he goes there. You gotta really get in there. Yes, so that should... Yeah, so you can rotate them if you want. And put her in there. You put them in there. There we go. Yeah, so you can rotate them however you like. And there's that piece, which is cool. Like that. Then what you want to do is you want to turn this back around and then get the front piece, line it up with the grooves, and then just clip that down. Then what you want to do, get the side walls. Now, this part can be a bit tricky, but what you want to do is, these walls might look identical to you, but you can see there's that part which goes on Harold's side. And you can see there's that part where Harold and possibly Bertie, or whoever wants to go there, could go. So this part goes on this side. Then line that up and just, there we go. So that's good. And then this part goes on the other side. And then just put that in. Boop. And if it's not fully in, you can still just press down if you want. So yeah, so there's that. Then what you want to do is get the roof. Don't put it on yet. This is sort of optional if you really want the sign on Tidmouth Sheds up there. I'll just do it with this. You're gonna have to press that in there. Make sure the sign isn't facing outwards. Make sure it's aligned with the roof. And then what you're gonna do, just line that up there. And then press that in so everything clips in. And yeah, so you've got that part done. Then there's Harold's bit. So you want to bring this around here. I think. So there's, find that with the grooves there. Then, oh, okay, I had this upside down. So you want to press the furthest bit there into there so it clips in. That's good. And then clip that in there. And then clip that. You want to find that and then just wiggle around until you find it. And then, there you go. So what you have to do, you have to put that on top of the clips and then press down. I reckon this is the last step to Tidmouth Sheds. You want to get these pieces and boop, turn it around, boop, and then I've almost forgotten. You want to get the buffer pieces.
And then you got to clip them in. I think they're specialised for each. No, wait. Yes, they are specialised for each. Which one? I don't know. Hold on. Are these all the same clips, or is one wider than the other? I have no idea. Is it supposed to go like item backwards? That's why. So you want to have that tab facing outwards, and then
clip those in, and voila! You've got your Tidmouth Sheds, and you can put your engines in there. Edward. Go in there, rest, maybe get a new coat of paint or whatever. And yeah, so now that I've done that, I've also done the windmill. What you want to do for the windmill, I've already put it in. You want to put the stickers on, obviously. And then you want to line the door part up with the stairs part. And yeah, so that spins. You can put an engine on there and press it down and it'll still spin. And for the bridge part, put the stickers on. And then what you want to find is this clip there. Get the bridge piece. Does it need force? That should be good. Yeah, good. You don't even need to hear a click. It should just go like that. Test it out a bit, see if it's alright. There's the bridge, the windmill, and this I've already done. All you just got to do is put the stickers and just clip that in. If you're having trouble clipping that in, I can't take it out now, but there's a skinnier bit and there's a bigger bit. You want to put the skinnier bit in first and then clip the other bigger bit in second. So yeah, and it should just go like that. Alright, I think that's all for assembly. Now I'm going to put this set together. Alrighty, now this is basically taken up my entire table. I'll get in 0.5 again. Yeah, I didn't expect these sets to be so big, really. So yeah, so this is the set. The vivid colours, like the green and the red and the grey. Well, grey's not that vivid, but the green, they don't look that out of place, in my opinion, and the orange on that set. But for me personally, they don't look too out of place, as I'm sort of used to the All Engines Go track by now, and it's a bit more toned down, especially with the red. The red looks really nice. But yeah, so enough about the colours of the track. So here's the set. You can put, what you can do, you can put other engine. I'll get. Alright. So there's Thomas. It's another one of the normal Thomases. So yeah, so there's 3 berths in there, so you can, if you want, you can get the engines from the animal pack, put them in there. Okay, easy. You can just put them in there, and if you want a place to store the truck, you can put the truck in there. I know it's not that accurate, but yeah, you can put it in there. So anyway, so there's the turntable. The turntable has these little grooves so that the engines won't, like the longer engines won't slip off, like Edward. So there's grooves, as you can see. I can spin him around. He won't slip off that easily. Yeah, so that's good if you want to, if your kid's playing with them, it's rotating like that. Especially for the smaller engines as well. So anyway, let's go this way. So going this way, you get Thomas. You pass Harold's helipad with Harold. I'll get to him later. Yeah, so you can go around. You can go to Thomas's windmill. You press that down, and the windmill rotates. Which it reminds me of the Trackmaster 2 version where it had a fence, and Thomas would run into the fence, and then it starts spinning and stuff. So yeah, that's nice. Anyway, you go past the windmill, then there's the points. So yeah, and then you can just go off road. Yep. So then you go around the bend, and here's the drawbridge. Goes up like that, and down. So you can go up when Birdie releases. He can go under, and race Thomas. But yeah, so that's cool. Thomas can go over. It has I was going to say it has grooves. It has grooves there, but it will stop the engine. But yeah. So anyway, go down here, past the crossing. The crossing gate opens and closes, and there's the, instead of the fat controller, it's the Thomas sign. I'll zoom in on that. But yeah, so it's just, it looks more like push along Thomas than actual Thomas, but that's sort of what it's supposed to be. Anyway, so there's the crossing. Like I said, you can get Birdie when he releases to go over the crossing and stuff. Anyway, you get Thomas come around, and there you go, he's at Timber Sheds again. So, onto the main parts of the, not main parts, but the parts of the engines in the set. One engine, one helicopter. Anyway, so I'll start out with Thomas before I start ranting on Harold. Thomas is nice. I like his face. But the only gripe I have with it is I wish the eyebrows were a bit more triangular. Like, I know it's not. No, it is accurate, but I think it's just a personal preference. I'd rather they be a bit more triangular. Anyway, so there's his side, it looks like shading there, but no, that's just indent. That's indent, actually. That's really nice. The printing's the same as the other Thomas in the Bell set. He's got a tail lamp, he's got magnet's strong. It's not, I'm not gonna say it's strong if it's not strong, but yeah, it can hold up. There you go, hold up Wooden Railway Gordon and Thomas fine. It doesn't have to be like a massive strong magnet or anything, but one-way magnet, anyway. It's the same mold as this one, except this one's metal and this one's plastic, just to let you guys know. Yeah, the screws again. It's basically the same as, it is the same as the Bell Station one, so now I've got 2 of them. I might paint the running board on this one, I don't know. Yeah, so he's got his name under there with the Thomas ticket, I think. It says 2026 Mattel. Can you zoom in there? If I can get in the light. Jeez. Wait, I had it. Yeah, 2026 Mattel. Yeah. So that's the new Thomas. Now to this guy. I think I might be a bit too harsh on him. His face. Yeah. No, I don't like that. I really don't like that. the unpainted windows, the red on the sides, the grey, the half grey. It reminds me of the colour changes Harold from All Engines Go. Like, I don't know if anyone had that or if anyone saw that, but yeah, it looks like that. The propellers do spin. The top ones are a little bit loose, but that's fine. The back one does spin as well, so that's cool. Yeah, I'm just not liking that face. The fact that it's grey as well, like you could put that on like Den or Dart and it'd look proper, but not on Harold. I don't know if his name's underneath there. Oh wait, no, yes it is. You just can't see because of the light here. Try and zoom in there. There, Harold, 2026. Unfortunately, yeah. So there's Harold. I don't know. I'm not very fond of him. Maybe I'll grow on him over time. Yeah. So that's Harold there. And I mean, while they're here, why not review them as well? Here's Animal Park Rosie. It's got a lot of weight to it. It's really nice. The paint is really nice as well. The Sodor Animal Park, Wildlife Safety. She's got a rhino on that side and on that side as well. But yeah, so that's Rosie. The face, well, before I get to the face, the lamp isn't fully painted around, which, you know, why? Just do it, Mattel. Like, I'll probably come in there with paint pen, or on my other Rosie, I'll come in there with a paint pen and just, you know, touch that up. It makes it look so much better, like when there's finished details. The back has a lamp. That's nice. Yeah, not much to say. It's a really nice detailed engine. It's got Rosie underneath. Yeah, so that's nice. I'm not going to talk too much about him. He's got a lot more weight than this one, which is expected. He's got wildlife. He's got park ranger on the side of him. He's got giraffes. Sodor Animal Park. Yeah, he's got giraffes. Cool. Same as this one, except this one's metal and got, you know, the Animal Park printing on the side. And he's got green boiler stripes for some reason. Yeah, Thomas. Then, actually no, let me get the truck and the hippo out first. Here's the truck. Sorry, hippo. Here's the truck. I don't know if this is the same as the standard mole, but I like how there's sort of dents and scruffs in the side of it. If someone has a standard one of these, can you please tell me if like those indents are on there or if this is just a separate mold? If it is, I actually quite like that. The grey wheels look nice. The yellow on the truck, it takes me back to Take and Play when they used to do the yellows on the trucks. The face is fine. It looks troublesome enough. At least it's not happy face. Yeah, so it reminds me of the Nitrogen era trucks as well. The inside, that's plastic there, but it's got really nice detail. Yeah, Sodor Animal Park on the side. Yeah, so that's the truck. And then here's the hippo. It's just plastic. What I did on my other hippo, I painted the eyes black. It made it look almost 10 times better. But yeah, so literally, it's just a hippo. What can I say? And then the piece de resistance, Edward. It says Edward on the bottom. His face, in my shorts, go check those out, I fixed up his face, I shaved off the side decals, and he looks 10 out of 10. Here even, like look at that. If you look at that, you cannot tell me that that is not almost a one-to-one with his CGI, model series, whatever you want to call it. That is almost a one-to-one. That's got beautiful proportions. The tender sort of, sorry, the tender, it doesn't, it's too short, but that's fine. I really wish Mattel would have included a middle wheel as well, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm really happy with Edward. I'm gonna say for the Animal Park pack, I'd give that a, I'm being a bit generous here, 8 out of 10? No, 9 out of 10, actually. With Edward and everything here. But yeah, I'm giving that a 9 out of 10, which is alright. But yeah, so that's that. I've got that set and I've got that set, and I'm going to try and combine them to build one big set. So let's just cut to that. Alright, so this is the layout I built. The only pieces I didn't use were these ones here. So just the 2 track connectors, the ramps, and the uphill pieces from the bell station. So this is sort of what I created. I'm waiting until the builders pack, the Percy builders pack gets to Australia, so I can get this. My plan is to connect it all the way down there to that, and then probably get. I'm not actually sure. I think I'm gonna get the Brendam set next with the motorized Thomas in it. But yeah, so so this is the set. You go to. So here's Thomas. He can go to Tidmouth sheds. He can pass Edward and Rosie there. Then he goes through here to the welcome Sadel sign. Goes around. Goes to the crossing. Then through the tunnel to the windmill. And then past that, around, and then back to the drawbridge. So you can wait there for it to go up or down. Yeah, so you can go through there, go down again, and if you flip the switch, see if you go through to the bell station, you go there, you press that, passengers go, passengers come, and there's 2 Thomases parked there. But yeah, so this is my custom sort of set thing that I made, which is kind of cool. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think that's it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss my next review, which is probably going to be the Brendam set, or if I find the big push-along engines in stores. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and bye for now.